Yeah, Grom was a star player. I do think I may sit down this weekend and completely gut that warrior deck and try making an enrage slash Warsong Commander type setup. The undefeated Murloc deck. We we tried a Murloc deck once. I actually think for a night, a theme for a night, we may do a Murloc deck or maybe even a pirate deck. I had someone submit a pirate deck already, so Guardian Kings is too big for this early. True for Silver Champion is solid. I think I want to keep it, especially because we have two Dread Corsairs in the deck. Which, if we get True Silver Champion and Dread Corsair at the same time, it's a free minion. Fortunately, we drew a 5-drop, so we're going to be a little tight. We're going to be really light early. So there's really nothing we can do here. We're going to be probably tokening in at the beginning of the game. Now, one thing I'll say about this Paladin deck, I do remember we didn't get Blessing of Might. I think of Might. Whatever gives you +4/+4. We didn't get a lot of the big Paladin buffs, so unfortunately, we don't really have those as options in our deck. I don't think Bronius is in the stream tonight, but he's a friend of mine who plays Paladin all the time, and even he was commenting that the deck was a little light on the cards. But you know, we're what, 3-2, so we haven't done terrible. Alright, so we're still not really having anything good. We can token and give our token 3 attack, but then he'll just trade. Rather save that Blessing of Might for a bigger minion like our Argent Commander, so we could give him 7 attack for his charge.
Bring me steel.
You shall not pass.
So another heavy taunt deck. We've seen this story before. I think I haven't shown this much, but you can interact with the environments. You can grow fruit, kill fruit, exciting stuff. Alright, so if we True Silver Champion here, we could either True Silver Champion or we could get Sinjin down. I kind of like Sinjin because we'd be the biggest minion on the field. Although True Silver Champion would let us kill his Shield Bearer and heal for 1. I'm still gonna save True Silver for when we get a Dread Corsair, hopefully. Yes, you can leave the arena and come back. We did that. We actually started this Paladin series last night and then came back, and we're doing it again tonight. But if you leave the arena, you always come back with the same deck. So like, you can't enter the arena, get 3 heroes, not like any of those heroes, and then leave. Once you enter the arena and see your heroes, that's it. This has become the scariest shield bearer in probably the history of shield bearers, I have to say, at 6-1. We're probably going to humiliate him this turn. We definitely are going to humiliate him this turn. Although, you know what? Take that back. Win Stormpike Commando and kill him.
I've got a hit. Job done.
So we're actually not in terrible shape. So he's probably gonna trade. So he wanted to draw a card there. That's not too bad for us. How's it going, Colin? Alright, so let's see here. I really want to get a True Silver Champion down. I think actually what we're going to do is do True Silver Champion. We do True Silver Champion and a token this turn, and we'll clear his minion. And then next turn we can Argent Commander and Blessing of Might and do 7 damage. So I like that play.
Reporting for justice.
I actually think for Arena, I don't know that mage is all that bad. You have a lot of control. You have a lot of direct damage. Warrior, I think, is rough. Hunter, I think, is decent. But, you know, if you're ranking them against all the other heroes, yeah. Paladin, Shaman are great. Druid is good. Alright, so we have a Consecration. So I still think the play here is to go Argent Commander. Actually, we can go Argent Commander. Well, no. Yeah. Well, no. We'll lose our Argent Commander that way. I still think Argent Commander, Blessing of Might is the play. We'll kill his taunt minion, and then he's going to be forced to deal with our Argent Commander.
To Northrend! Victory! Justice!
Now, it'd be nice if we could draw one of our 2 Dread Corsairs, because we can use our True Silver Champion. We'll have a taunt minion out. I'm pretty sure he's a taunt minion. Yeah, he's a taunt minion, so... Yeah, I think they'll eventually release on Android. It's too big a market not to. Colin, we've played quite a few games. They've all gone pretty bad. Except for one we won. Alright, so what do we got? You know, I think, we have Consecration. I don't think we need to keep a Hammer of Wrath. So I think True Silver.
Let me think.
And we could go ahead and get a cheapo taunt combo down. Actually, 2 cheapo taunts. No, we can't do that. That's too much mana.
For justice!
Priest, I think we've actually only played 1 Priest Arena series. Yeah, only 1 Priest Arena series. I can't remember how it went. Guardian of Kings, not too shabby. So we can go Guardian of Kings and Sun Fury Protector and give him taunt, although we're going to be really overhealing, so maybe that's not the best play. Let's see, if we go Wild Pyromancer into Humility, it'll drop that guy to a 4/8. Can Consecration, we'll drop him to a 4/6. 2, 6, 8, 9. We could just Humility him and not worry about him that much. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so... Two, 4, 5, 6, 8. So yeah, we can do all of that.
Let me like to play with fire! Must move quickly. Reporting for duty.
Shields up! In the light's name.
For justice.
So that gives us some good board presence. We have 2 taunt minions down. Of course, that cleared a lot of it. Well, you know, we still have Guardian Kings in our back pocket. We have Consecration. Concentration. I'm not sure what that card would be. We're getting behind in draw power, though, which is going to become concerning here soon. So we can Consecration and Bloodfin Raptor, plus a minion is probably the way to go.
duty.
I'm starting to think that maybe as a rule, and maybe guys have been watching for a while, I'm starting to think maybe as a rule I play too many cards early. I think that's the other reason why I get behind with my draws, because I'm playing more cards early when I probably should be saving them for bigger minions, honestly. This is an arena deck, so it's hard to say what the other choices were besides the Raptor. They probably were equally bad choices. And the Raptor's actually not bad because he's only a 2-drop, and 3/2 he's above the stat curve. So, well, we have Ysera, so we can start pulling dream cards. Let's go ahead and do that just so we can play with Ysera some. That'll give us some draw power. We got Laughing Sister, which is a pretty decent board control. You know, so it's Nightmare, Ysera Awakens, Laughing Sister, and something else. Nightmare does, I believe, gives +5/+5 to a minion and kills it at the end of the turn. Laughing Sister can't be targeted. Ysera Awakens, I think, does 4 or 5 damage to all enemies. So, wow, it was really powering up. She really wants to kill Ysera. Which she can do, well, no. Still gotta do 7 more damage. Wow. Coin, he still has coin at this point. So we'll get at least a second dream card. But now he's got an enraged Worgen who, that guy's gonna be hitting for 10. He's got Wind Fury on him, so we don't have any way to clear him, honestly. But I think Laughing Sister, Guardian of Kings obviously makes the most sense here.
Is there trouble?
I can't heal. The heal is to your hero for Guardian of Kings, and Paladins don't have a heal ability. I don't want to attack here because if I do, I'll die, and I'd rather get a dream card, so we'll just end our turn. So we got Nightmare, give a minion +5/+5, and then destroy it at the start of your turn. So he's probably going to kill Ysera. Yep. And then, I don't know if he'll hit us for 6 or not. He might. He might trade here. It's a better trade for him. But he might just decide to go aggressive. In which case, we're going to do 10 damage next turn. He must be attacking. Oh. That was interesting. That's probably the better play. Wow, we really need to do something that does 1 damage to kill that guy. And that's not it. Well, either way, we're going to play the Drake, so let's see what card we get. Dread Corsair, that gives us a taunt. So I think we're going to have to trade here because we can't take even 8 points of damage next turn. But we could Dread Corsair and then use Nightmare the turn after that. And this gets us a taunt on the field. And we're ahead in cards now, so we're not in an entirely bad position, honestly. Unless she kills both minions next turn, we're going to be hitting pretty hard. I'd really like to use it on the Magma Rager. And maybe that's what we'll do if I feel comfortable enough with our board position. We're 25-17, so... And he only has 2 cards left. Let's see, the last play... we put the Guardian of Kings into the Raging Worgen to take him out. He had Wind Fury, which means he was hitting for 16 damage, and then played the Dread Corsair for taunt. Those of you who haven't seen this, there's a history over here. You can always check past plays. Wow. He's really desperate to clear minions because, yeah. That was not a good trade. Hammer of Wrath, 4 damage and draw a card because of the spell power, so we're definitely going to do that. Stormwind Charger. Okay, so this is good. So look, Stormwind Charger, and then we're going to give it Nightmare, which will let us hit for 7. And 4 more, that'll be 11. Yeah. Fortunately, spell power doesn't affect Nightmare.
Let me think.
I think where he's gonna live with 1 life. But we're obviously in really good shape for next turn. This guy's gonna die, but we'll still have 2 minions on the board.
Where shall I strike?
So he gave him charge, and now taunt. So he's really trying to stay alive. This guy's gonna die, so he cleared the board. Alright, well, really no option here except to put our cards down and hopefully we can get enough damage. He's only got 1 card, so unless he draws some sort of... Well, you could have a swipe. Swipe would be really helpful. No help from the spell power. So I'll explain how spell power works real quick. So spell power increases the base damage of spells. Only the base damage of spells. It does not increase buffing of spells. It does not increase healing. It does not increase draw power. It's only the base damage of spells. So if a fireball hits for 6 and you have 1 spell power, it'll hit for 7. If arcane missiles hits for 3 and you have 1 spell power, you'll hit for 4, which is 4 missiles. If you have a straight AoE spell like an arcane explosion, 1 spell power will increase that and it'll be 2. So yeah, there's really nothing. Well, we're still gonna have to trade 2 for 1, so he's not out of it. He's just got lots of taunt. He's, obviously I like where we're at, but choose a minion whenever it attacks, draw a card. Alright, so we're gonna trade the Magma Rager here. And then I'm gonna play Blessing of Wisdom on the Scarlet Power. But let's oh, she won't die because of Divine Shield.
Join or die.
Well, that doesn't do us a lick of good. I kind of have a feeling we're going to end up winning this game with a token. Because basically every turn we're getting to cast a minion, and every turn he may not. So, although he's still got a little card advantage on us. It's 1 life. He's got 1 life left. He's deciding what to do with that card.
Someone called for the doctor.
Well, that's interesting. Well, he was kind of stuck either way there. I think that was probably the right play. Yeah, he's just gonna clear and hope we don't get any form of direct damage. He's got 5, we have 6. We could get a fatigue win, you're right. Well, here, let's token up at least. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's not a battle cry, but... So, fatigue, guys, if he runs out of cards, every time he tries to draw a card will be 1 damage, and every time he tries to draw a card after that, it will increase by 1. So, The first card is 1 damage, the second card is 2 damage, the third card is 3 damage, etc. So, yeah, this could be a fatigue win. Oh, that's a big card. Well, this doesn't help us at all. We could Blessing of Might our token, but he's only got 4 cards left. We could Blessing of Might our token, and then he may trade with it. I don't know. I wish I remember. I wish I knew it was in this deck right now. We're definitely gonna token regardless. I really wish we could Divine Favor, but that I would start taking fatigue damage. But I have 5 cards left. I think I'm just gonna end, guys. Yeah. Well, the only reason I would buff him is he's not forced to attack it because he's got a taunt minion now, so we can't attack him.
Engaging TC-130.
He's just trying to get as many minions down as he can. It's gonna be 10 points of damage. He could end up winning this game very easily. Wow. All right, so this is interesting. We can Redemption and then Blessing of Might this guy, hit him to get him down to 1 at least, and then I don't know, pray that we get something good.
Reporting for duty.
It's sure looking that way, isn't it?
To battle. Reporting.
So he's gonna do 9 points of damage. He's gonna do 9 points of damage, but next turn, well, he's got an armor. Now he's got 2 armor. Why not Divine Favor? We had even amounts of cards, so I wouldn't have drawn anything from it.
Where shall I strike?
Well, this is not looking good. Obviously. Well, that's GG. He's gonna do 7 points of damage. I can't believe he came back.
Well played.
Yeah, we can't Divine Favor never gave us any cards the whole time.
Reporting for duty.
I'm gonna play it just for the hell of it. We get 1. Oh yeah, I guess we could have played it to get 1, right? Yeah, that's true. We could have played it to get 1 earlier.
Job's done.
Yeah, we could have Divine Favored earlier. I should have. I didn't realize that it would work that way, but it makes sense. Don't know that it would have changed anything. We would have gotten this Golem 1 turn earlier, but yeah, I don't know that it would have changed the outcome, honestly. We did level up our Paladin though, so. Alright, so we finished 3-3 with this deck. Not terrible considering some of the well, I do believe in Heart of the Cards. Just go watch some of the past matches where we top deck like a champ. That's for sure.